Check it out, everybody. My new helmet from Sedici just arrived from Revzilla. I'm loving this thing so far. This model is called the Viaggio Parlare. Sounds kind of French. The company sounds French, but believe it or not, they're actually based here in Southern California. Anyways, guys, I chose this helmet after looking at a lot of different helmets because of the Bluetooth feature. It's the same brand as the jacket and pant I have right now, which I just did a review on if you want to go check that out in the link in this video. It's just a good looking helmet. Check it out right there. It's got the Bluetooth built right into it, which is an awesome feature that I really wanted. Now, the Bluetooth in this helmet is made by Sena. It's their DW05V 3.0 system, so know that. Now, I did order this helmet in a large. I'm always a large, and as soon as I slid it on my head, I was like, yeah, that fits nice and snug. And you know what? The styling's on par with any other helmet out there, and the price was like $289. That's crazy. $289 for a full helmet with Bluetooth in it. You can also buy the same helmet without the Bluetooth. I forget the price, I'll put it right here. So this helmet, it's an injection molded plastic. It's got, you can remove the peak off the top. It's got an adjustable open and closed vent in the nose here, in the chin bar, up on top, and exhaust vents in the rear. Now with the Bluetooth, you can pair it with 3 other Bluetooth devices. I went on a ride the other day with the wife on the back, and she's got the same exact helmet, and no problem, conversation between the two of us. As you get higher speeds, it gets more wind noise, and it gets harder to talk, harder to hear. That's just the nature of Bluetooth in a helmet. But worked great. It was easy to connect the two together and have a conversation. The other thing you can do with this helmet is listen to music off your phone. That's great. I'll probably be doing that a lot because I do a lot of commuting to work and back. And the talk time with this Bluetooth is 8 hours, 7 days on standby. The Bluetooth connects to all brands, and you can be as much as 430 yards apart from each other, which is like, that's pretty far. So what else does this helmet have? It's got a removable liner, so you can wash it. And it does come with a clear face shield. I ordered the dark tint with mine because I like to have that mysterious look where you can't see my face. So it comes with a clear one that's scratch resistant and fog resistant. Now this one is, I've noticed, is not fog resistant, but you can just get a fog cloth and wipe it in there if you're having a problem with that. What I love about this face shield, and I'm so glad it works this way, is you can open it up a little bit, a little more, all the way. It just goes by tension. It doesn't have clicks, because I've seen helmets where you either click it open or you click it closed, and that's terrible. I love to come up to a red light. I need air. I just give it a little crack right there and I get more air coming in. So that's a wonderful feature. Another thing it has is the internal drop-down sun visor, which I had to have. Check it out. You just put this up and up is down. Boom, you got that. Love this feature too. I like it because it's like a really light tint. So if I'm riding home and it's dark out, I can run just this. So that's a very nice feature to have. I don't think this thing's fog free though. So if you don't want to use it, just reach up here. You got your lever right here. Just pull that down and retract it. Pull this back down. I love that configuration. I love having that in a helmet. Almost every helmet I have has that feature. Now, the only place I feel like they missed the mark is it doesn't have a chin skirt down here. That skirt that keeps, you know, cold air from coming in. And it's Bluetooth, so it's got a little microphone in the front. So you'd think you'd want that area to be as wind-free as possible to have the clearest conversations. So why it doesn't have a chin skirt, I don't know. It doesn't. Kind of bums me out. I want to see if I can take one of my other chin skirts from my helmets and get it to work in this one. One thing I want to recommend when you get your helmet, pull out the visor screws right here. My wife had one come out like within the first 10 minutes of a ride. These screws should have a little bit of blue Loctite on them anyways, because the tension on this screw is what adjusts the tension on your face shield. You know, you want like a medium tension on there, so it just helps keep things in place. But yeah, great looking helmet with a lot of features, with Bluetooth built in, $289. It's kind of like no brainer. I see here I got the white model. It also comes in matte black. I love the white. It looks great with my gear. I've never actually owned an all white helmet. But what I did is I've got a video coming out soon where I'm adding a little bit of sticker graphics just to give it a little more color, a little more character. So stay tuned for that video. But that's pretty much all the features I could tell you about. What I want to do now is take it for a ride, see how it feels. How does the wind feel with this visor? I've never worn a helmet on a street bike with a visor on it before. I want to see how the visor gets affected by the wind, how the wind noise is, and just overall performance going down the road. We'll get on the freeway, we'll buzz it up to 85 miles an hour or more, see how she does. All right guys, so you can see we're doing our road test on my Africa Twin. Everybody's experience will be different with noise and wind, and you can see here on the Africa Twin we've got a small fairing blocking wind, we've got a fairly tall windscreen. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get on the freeway, test it that way, and then we'll do some slower speeds too. How the Bluetooth is working with music playing, all that good stuff. This bike sounds so good. So far I can tell the helmet is already quieter than all my other helmets. So that was a bit of a surprise. I'll say this, the helmet is so much quieter than all my other full face helmets. I can't really say why. Obviously it's a much sleeker nose. Having a visor is not a big deal when you have your head straight ahead. I don't really notice the visor at all. But if you turn your head a little bit, you feel a light tug. Yeah, it's just, you feel it a little bit. What surprises me and I was wondering about is if there's going to be any kind of like an updraft pushing the visor upward, wind coming up through the triple clamps. Didn't feel any of that at all. Now your wind noise experience is going to differ too. Do you wear earplugs? Do you not wear earplugs? What type of earplugs? I wear the orange foam ones, the really cheap ones. They do a good job, but they're not great. They start to hurt my ears after a while. The wind noise is like super low. Now I also did a test without earplugs in to hear not only the wind noise but the volume of the Bluetooth. The Bluetooth volume without earplugs can go very high. Like you don't want to turn it up all the way, even on the freeway with the maximum noise. It gets that loud. With earplugs in, I had to turn the volume up all the way to really hear the music well. So I would say the end result is the volume is definitely capable of doing what you need it to do. So if you guys are still here, I imagine you're as impressed with this helmet as I am. If you'd like to get your hands on one, I do have a link in this video where you can get yours. Using that link does help support my channel and all the efforts I put in to bring this information to you. So please use that link. If you're into adventure bikes, make sure you subscribe to my channel. A lot of new content's coming up. I'm about to start a complete build on an Africa Twin. So once again, thank you for sticking around. See you guys in the next video.